Welcome everyone to the August 8th, 2024 Helm Developer Call. As a reminder at the beginning, this is a CNCF call. It falls under the CNCF Code of Conduct. It's recorded and put on the internet for all to see and for who knows how long. And with that, we'll get started. We don't have any announcements this week. For discussion, we've got one discussion point right now. If anybody has any other discussion points, please drop them in. I will put the file in chat here, make it handy. Add one thing here. All right. So the first one, Rob, is on you. What do you have?
Thank you, sir. Yes, this is for Helm Map Kube APIs. I've been working on cleaning up the repo, and then I've done the GitHub actions around it. I'd like to test the GitHub actions with a release, but to make a release, I'd probably need a little more content in there. So there's a backlog of the deprecated APIs that need to be added to the map file. So if my wonderful maintainers here, if you guys would be so kind to approve those and we can get those merged, and I'd like to finally test out the release action that we have.
Yeah, I'll take a look at some of that. What we can also do is we can tag a dev release rather than an actual release and see if it produces the non-latest release there.
Okay. Yeah, some of those probably need to be, I mean, they are deprecated if you go look at them. So I was just kind of two birds, one stone.
Yeah. Can you, I don't know if you have time or if you want to review them and actually check out the APIs to make sure they really are deprecated and the right things have been updated?
Yeah, I can.
Right, so
I could take a gander at it. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll try to join and help with that. But yeah, I merged a couple of things in there, or at least one thing earlier today, and I'll merge some more stuff. I started to poke at that in case anybody else wants to. In that repo, we're just doing one maintainer approval to merge something. Oh, Joe, you're not a maintainer on that repo. Okay. Well, we can work those things out afterwards. Okay. So yes.
Thank you.
We'll get on that. The next thing did you have anything else about it?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. The next thing on there is there are some PRs, there are a number of them that have one maintainer approval on them already. I'm going to start going through the ones that have been approved by other maintainers later today or tomorrow. But I do have several on there. So Joe, if you have some on there that you want to go, some of mine you want to go take a look at. There are some that have the label that were not initially approved by you. So you can be the second approver.
I will take a look.
So I just wanted to bring it up. I was going through the list. There is a patch release scheduled for next Wednesday. And so some of that stuff may be able to get into the next patch release.
Your email's on this. I can start look for those first.
Okay.
If you did.
Everything should be into a milestone already. So for the patch release and everything. I think there's one in there right now that's got one approval on it for the milestone.
Okay.
I don't remember the other stuff right now. All right. And then Tyler, I see you've got something here.
Yeah, hey, my name's
welcome.
Tyler. This is my first time attending this meeting. I'm a maintainer over in the OpenTelemetry Helm charts. We've got some users of the chart asking about a desire to override some default configuration we provide for the OpenTelemetry collector in the Helm chart. It works great. The null works great when you're using the chart directly, but a lot of our users use it as a subchart. Actually use it as a subchart in a couple of our other charts, such as the OpenTelemetry demo and the new OpenTelemetry CubeStack chart. And we've got some people asking for the ability to override values from that subchart in their parent chart using the null. I linked a PR. I've been looking around the repository. I don't know if this is the most recent PR or the most active PR for this particular topic. I've seen it come up a couple times. Okay. But wanted to come on here as a user of Helm and a maintainer of another chart and poke this issue, bump it up a little bit because it would really help me out.
All right. Yeah, we've been trying to clean up some of this. It's supposed to work. If you null, just like if you nulled something out in a chart, it should propagate down to the subchart. So it's really a bug, I think, if I understand what you're describing, right? So it's one of those things we can fix. I think George was, and so I wish George was here. He had been cataloging and capturing some of the bugs around the system. I think what this one is missing is tests to actually test that it's working right. But I can go ahead and take a look at it.
Okay. Yeah. I think at the moment, if we've had enough complaints that if we don't have like a quick solution in sight, I'll probably add some like temporary stuff to our Helm chart as like a workaround.
Okay.
But would love to see this bug fixed in the core Helm.
Yeah. Sounds good. I'll take a look at that in my window later today.
Thank you.
All right. Do we have anything else that we want to talk about today? We've busted through our topics. Do we have any other topics? Oh, I do have one. So quite a long time ago, we had, Rajesh, hello.
Yeah, hi
Go ahead,
everyone.
bring it.
So Matt, we had this PR right on using multiple KDS secrets for Helm storage as backend. I think you have been the PR. So I think it's been quite a while. I'm not sure if you had a look at it. We would definitely appreciate the feedback if any changes are required. So just a gentle reminder, if you can have a look at it and let us know. So we'll have, I think the test cases and everything has already been part of the PR. I think just the review is required. That would be great.
Okay. I will, I'll add it to my list of things. It's already on my backlog of things that I need to work through.
Yeah,
So
I know you'd
have
have been
time for that one today.
extremely busy. Yeah, it's very hard.
Sorry.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for bringing it up. And then the last thing that I have is the CDN update. So get.helm.sh is fed by a CDN that's costly, and we are working through updates. I think we're going to end up moving towards Microsoft has a separate CDN now, or it's more than that, but we're going to switch over to just a different plan there and get our stuff migrated over. I don't know if there will be any downtime. There might be a couple of requests on get.helm.sh that run into an error, but I think we're shooting for essentially a zero downtime change to this and trying to work through how that's going to happen. Yeah.
Cool.
It's all in the name of saving dollars, right? Anytime you use these services, somebody's paying somewhere under a sponsorship. And if we can have the dollars we have go further, 2-3 times further, we're game.
I haven't got the tail end of that. Is there anything that I or someone else could do to help with, or is it just going to be configuration on the back end?
It's configuration on the back end. I think we've got some people who are going to step in and help white glove it for us, who know these systems.
Okay, cool.
So they're going to come in, just make sure the migration happens. They've done this stuff before, and they'll just do it again.
Awesome.
All right. Is there anything else to chat about today? Anybody have any other topics? All right, then let's do assignments for the next call. Anybody up for moderator next time?
I can do it if no one else wants to. I don't mind.
Notes.
I'll do notes since I failed moderator this week.
That's all right. Issue triage or peer review?
I'll be working on reviews over time. I'll force myself to make time.
Yeah, I'll do some triage.
Okay.
There's been since I'm late, maybe this should have been on the agenda, but there's been a few hips that have come in recently. I'll try and spend some time looking at those.
Sounds good. All right. Do we have anything else before we go? Or do folks get some time back? Going once, going twice. Thanks everyone for coming. And we will see you on the interwebs.
Thanks, man.
Have a good day.
Thanks,